Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here, and what shall we talk about this time? Well, let's talk about Diane Abbott. The anti-Semitic Diane Abbott put out a statement last Sunday, about blaming the Jews for all the world's problems. If that's not being anti-Semitic, I don't know what is. She is a lunatic who shouldn't be an MP. She shouldn't be anywhere near Parliament. And what is Keir Starmer doing about her? Nothing. No doubt that she'll keep her job. She won't be sacked. Unlike Boris Johnson, the mainstream media so far haven't hounded Diane Abbott to resign, like they did with Boris Johnson. They were all over Boris Johnson, the media were, kept hounding him until he lost his job, until he had to resign. All the media are to blame for that, for not hounding Diane Abbott. Sky News, well, Sky News were kept running the story about Boris Johnson for weeks. Week after week after week, the story kept on running by Sky News. BBC News as well, they was as bad. Also, ITN News and Channel 4 News. Let's put it this way. All those news channels are lefties. They are left-wing, biased towards the Tories. Always seem to be putting the boot into them. Never seem to be any letting it go. And like I said, they're not fit at all, the mainstream media. They're all over. They're all lefties who shouldn't be on the air. Especially Sky News. They should have their Sky News should be shut down. They shouldn't have their licence to broadcast. I bet Kay Burley, who is one of the worst news presenters of going, so far she hasn't kept on about Diane Abbott, and they won't. They just won't. They're all Labour lovies. They all want Labour to win the next election. Oh, God help the country if they do, if Keir Starmer ever becomes Prime Minister. And as for Diane Abbott, well, like I said, it's about time that she resigned. If it was a Tory MP, there'd be non-stop coverage, and the mainstream media, or should I say lefty media, would keep going on about it. They'll never let it end. And it's a good job that the last election that Jeremy Corbyn wasn't Prime Minister, because I dread to think what would happen if Diane Abbott was to become Home Secretary. All the Conservatives commentators would probably be all arrested and put in jail. mind you, when we campaigning in the last election, she put on 2 left shoes. What a laughable thing like that was. And she also gave interviews about shutting down, getting rid of MI5. I think Diane Abbott must think that MI5 is a motorway. I don't know what Jeremy Corbyn used to see in her. She's ugly. She's got a face like an elephant. Let's hope that the next election, voters, constituents, vote her out. But I suppose they'll vote for her again, and we'll have her again in Parliament. She's quite laughable. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all again in another one.